What's going on, guys? It's your boy Cairo here, and I'm back after a long 3 years of no uploads to explain how to play the new version of my game, Quest for Dominion. In Quest for Dominion, you select a general card out of the 12 currently available and take on your enemy in a battle to decrease the other general's vitality to 0 first. Each general card has its own strength/maximum vitality values and a special effect that can help you throughout the game. In addition to this, you assemble a 39 to 59 card deck and 5 territories of your choice to play those cards on before competing with the enemy in your own Quest for Dominion. The system works as follows. Your territories have a number of specific symbols in the lower left corner of the card, which represent how much resource they provide to you, the player, at any given time. Your unit and tactic cards, which we'll discuss in a bit, occupy those territories and consume those resources while they are in play. Territories start face down in play and can be flipped face up once per turn after your draw phase. Tactic cards are like the basic spell cards in other games. These cards serve a single function when you call them, this game's term for playing cards, and remain in play until the end of the turn in which they are played. At this time, they are discarded to the tomb, in other words, the discard pile. Some tactics, however, have clauses that may allow them to stick around longer than that, and can use their effects on command from the player while they are in play. Additionally, tactics have a timing during which you can call them. Most cards will have a main clause in their effect as the timing, but other cards might have a battle as their timing clause. You can only call tactics during these specific timing windows, unless they have the quick clause, which means you can call them during any turn during the specific phase listed, or at any time during either player's turn if there is no specific phase for them to be used. Unit cards are your main source of combat in Quest for Dominion and usually serve as the backbone to your entire strategy. These cards have a strength and durability value, indicating the damage they deal and the damage needed to destroy them respectively. When a unit has 0 or lower durability, it is automatically destroyed and sent to its owner's tomb. Units are called similarly to tactics, but remain in play until they are destroyed or otherwise removed. Additionally, units can only be called during one of your main phases unless otherwise specified by an effect, and only one unit can be called to any given territory. This is the main focus of the game, so I will now explain how it works. Units attack in their columns when able. What this means is that if my enemy has a unit in the same column as mine, they must do battle with one another before I can attack the enemy general. However, if there are no enemy units in the column of my attacking unit, I can attack the enemy general directly regardless of positioning on the board. Also, units in the front row must be attacked before any card behind them. Generals are able to attack also, however, the main difference is that generals are able to attack cards in any column, not just their own. When any card in Quest for Dominion attacks, you declare that it is attacking by exhausting it, which means to turn it 90 degrees, and it deals damage to the defending card equal to the total strength value of the attacking card. When this happens, the enemy card deals what is known as retaliation damage to the attacker and fights back, dealing damage to the attacker equal to the defending card's total strength value. Each card that attacks must declare and resolve its attack independently of other cards, meaning before or after any other attack is performed. Now, as you may have noticed, the unit cards have a durability value, whereas general cards have a vitality value. This is intentional and is due to the fact that any damage dealt to a unit that does not destroy it is healed at the end of the turn. Any damage dealt to a general is permanent. The final thing we need to cover is the structure of how turns play out in Quest for Dominion. First, we have the start phase, when your turn begins, followed by the ready phase, where any cards you control that have been turned 90 degrees, or exhausted in this game's terms, become ready, which means to turn them back to their original orientation. After this is the draw phase, where you draw 1 or 2 cards per turn from the top of your deck, the only exception being the first player's opening turn, where that player does not draw any cards. Next up, we have the territory phase, where you can choose to flip one of your face-down territories face up or not, right before the main phase, where a majority of your cards will be called. After this, you have a battle phase, which is when combat takes place. Then you have another main phase, where you can rebuild your board after combat, and an end phase, when your turn ends and the next turn will begin. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and the rules were easy enough to follow along with. If you have any questions about the game, you can always ask in the comments, and I will be sure to answer them as soon as I get the chance. But other than that, thank you for checking out my game. I've been working on it for quite some time now, and love seeing any support it gets. I will soon upload some gameplay videos and breakdowns of more specific things in the game, so keep an eye out for those videos if you're interested. Anyway, I hope you're all having a good morning, day, night, or whenever it is you may be watching this, and I will see you all in the next video.